Welcome back to the channel, everyone, and welcome back to our Domination run with Remington the Engineer. Very interesting character, this one. It wasn't one I ever thought was going to be as good as it is. We have got so much loot. We are doing a solo run on this one. Now, what is a Domination run? Is basically we fight everybody. Every survivor, every fortified house. We can ignore zombies if we need to. And also, I've mixed this one with the ending where you need to drop a flag at every location. So again, we're exploring every single location on the map. We'll see what loot we get. We have got a car. We've just upgraded our car in the previous episode to one with twice the capacity. We've got weapon proficiencies. We've got skills maxed out. And yeah, I mean, eager to get back into this. So let's continue where we was in the last episode. We've done the sleep cycle. Well, when I say I did the sleep cycle, I ended up reading books all night. We took the energy drink, so our energy is maxed. We've got a couple hours kip. Now, this is where I brought it back here, because we need one more page to complete the cold adaptation book. And then we've got the skill. So that one can be dumped on the floor, because we're only doing a solo run, so any books we finish with, we can never read again, so just dump it. You can go up to the door. We had nobody attacking us after we cleared the map on the previous day. Some weak antidepressants up there I'm not worried too much about. I might go and get that steel pipe. But we have such a good proficiency, so axes is our main weapon. We can make so many axes in this run. These are what we've just picked up out of this fortified house. Those are the ones we're making, which are very high. And we're up to 16% extra damage and accuracy because of the proficiency. And we're also using long knife spears now. And we're using long machete spears. We've upgraded from the basic spears. We've got a lot of loot on us at the moment, because we just raided the fortified house. This is our third one we've done on this run. So let's get some of our food and water sorted. So that army base stew that we did craft only has less than a day before it starts going stale, but that's good. We can still use it. It still has a great morale bonus on there because of the vegetarian trait we've got. Now, if you do look at the cold adaptation, after reading that book, we're now 4 out of 5. So we shouldn't really be getting the cold debuff until that starts dropping down to like -6, -7. If we do start getting it, we might have to start wearing 4 pieces of gear on. But I think at the moment with 3 pieces, we're good enough. And we're up to 2 move AP at the moment. But yeah, we've not got the cold debuff. So we should be able to get down to about -6 without getting that last book. When we've got the last book, we should be going around -8. The gear we've got are the best I can. I have just repaired it all up. So it's all up into the 90s at the moment. It is 1 more hour until the sun comes up. So we're just going to pass a turn. And then we're ready to leave the zone. We need to grab a flag out the car. So that also means if there's any zombies around here, we need to kill them. There's 1 down the bottom there, and there's 2 up by the top here by where we are. So let's just use the weaker of the axes. It doesn't really matter. We have got maximum head attack. Does it show you on here? Yeah, base damage is 2.8 to 3.4. Because of the combat stat, we've got 1 skill, I think, in combat. We get a 20% bonus. We've got 4 into head strike, so we get a 100% bonus. And we've got 3 out of 4 into improvised attack, so we get a 75% bonus. So even these basic weak axes we are finding, we're doing over 8 damage with them. And then if we do get the crits, we're looking very, very nice. What do you need? So you only need a knife. And because we've got all them bonuses stacking, they do stack up onto here. So let's just kill this guy. We've got 5.2, so we haven't got a lot to do much with. I want to get some of this weight off us. I think that's it. We're ready to pass the turn. Let this zombie come up to us. Or go down to him, one of the 2. Ah, there's actually 2 there, so let's get to that square. Whoa, there's a lot more than I wanted. We do have an emergency AP item on us, I think. If not, we've got the energy drinks. Let's just use some of these axes out. Even though they're weaker ones, I'm still more than capable of taking out all these guys. So where's your movement? So I would need to get to there. 2.8 to go back. 3.8 spear. Can the weakest spear do it? It can. Could have done without that miss. I could actually take that decayed zombie out. It's you're the movement, so 2.8. As long as I only spend 2.7 killing this guy. He's 2 away, so he's going to need to have the machete spear because that's 2 range. Didn't really drop anything too special there. And let this guy come up to me. And while we're here, we might as well pick up the rag. That's only weak medicine, so I'm not going to go out my way to collect weak stuff now. And we'll just use this down. 2.5. Switch to the dagger. Anything worth picking up? The bonies. I will take the sleeping pill. Dump it into the car. I don't really use sleeping pills at all, ever. Got 4 of each, so I don't need to pick up any more. And I've got a bone needle on me, so I don't need that. Let's get that flag down. Think I'm tempted to wait one more turn before I move. We still have 19 fuel in the car, so we're good. So where do I want to go next? Probably clear... I could clear these 3 out. Clear everything safe with the railroad there. Clear the clothing store. Then come down. Actually, no, I think I want to come down and clear this very bottom. We've already cleared... A lot of these we've already visited and cleared out, so we don't have to do all the... uncovering all the blackness around the squares. So yeah, we'll come down to here. It would cost me 17 fuel to get there. I'm 2 from the gas station. Okay, I'm going to need to do a quick bit of maths here. So I would need about 23 fuel to get back. Yeah, I've got more than enough fuel. And actually, we might be able to... What was in the car? 19. Let's get rid of that gas can. And get as much as that in as I can into the car. So the car's at 25 now. I want to try and do this one, and the one south was before I have to go back to a gas station. But that's the advantage of having a car now. Is we can go everywhere. Now, we could go up to him and kill him. It is fairly quiet because we are away from the dangerous zones now. We've not got that issue we've been having. Where we've been fighting right next to a dangerous zone, so that a lot of zombies are flooding in all the time. We'll always take there's enough good stuff on that tile for me to go and take. We did have a disease. Now, I did attack the disease zombie from 2 tiles away, so it shouldn't have given me. Okay, that was a surprise, but I've got enough antibiotics in the car. So what do we get next turn? 11. And my usual route is just run round, kill all the zombies around the outside, then go into the building. Let's go to that square. And I'll stay here just because I'm blocking up the zone point. Like I said, we could not loot anything in here, but it's not my style. I like looting. So everything's covered up around the outside. The door's all the way up by the car there. Don't need to pick up the aluminium bat. Don't need any of that loot. We are being very selective with our loot now because we have got so much stuff. Fighting knife that can do 2 and a lettuce is always worthwhile. And then I want to go up to the door. We did run all the way around, so we should have had visibility of most of this zone. I think I want to do this part first. What have I got? Recipes are now, and a Bible. Don't need any of that. Scrap plastic, I think I've got quite a bit of, so I'm not going to go out my way for that. If it's on the tile I'm checking, then I will pick it up. Always pick up lighters. Got enough pliers, so we don't need that. We are building our planks back up. I know both those, and yet more rubbing alcohol. We will go up to that tile the next. Put our gloves on, check the zombie. And the gloves I want to be using are the ones that don't really have that much of a bonus. It just has a temperature bonus. Towel I don't need. 8 times scope I will take. Just so I've got a few. So when they do wear out, I've got some backups. Take my gloves off, and I think we've just got one left thing to check. Got enough sleeping pills. And let's just wait till next turn. Let's have a look at our food situation. So we have got these really good army-based meals. 7.2, so I can eat that now. We need our water to get down to 8 before I use that. Do I want to do something about my morale? Yeah, we might as well just use the cigarettes. We've got them on us. And then that will empty a lighter gas, so that can go. And then we can just use that one for the moment. Go back to there, because it's... Oh, I forgot to open the door. Just wasted a little bit of an AP, but not that much. And then just put everything away what we don't need. We take a second food on us. But no, we're all good. We need to grab a flag. And this is why I did craft up a load of flags at the same time, so we can go through zones fairly quick. Next zone we will have to sleep there, so we need to get onto it as quick as possible. 6.4 is a bit less than I really wanted to. And another fortified place. So we won't be going into here tonight. I do need to refuel my car. We could do what we did the last time. Find some zombies. Shoot a window. Aggro them. But we might actually fight this one proper. So if we was to drive back to the gas station now, how much would we need? 23.2. So that means we've got 1.6 spare there. $11.6. 12.1. So I think we can move back to the tile we've just come from. Keep there the night. Come back to this zone on the next day. And then fight it. There is normally some sort of zombies on the... And I think I am going to just break the window and just let them come out the house, so at least when I'm fighting them, I'm going to be out in the open. And don't break it with there, just do it with the gun. So I've got 3 talking, but I think the last one had 5 on. So 1.4 to get there. Let's drive off the tile. I mean, all these, it doesn't really matter. Let's go to the one we've just come from, because we know that's clear, because we just cleared it. And our car's parked down here this time. It would have been better to park by the door at the top. And we have already looted this, so all I'm going to do is just repair up this window. And then repair up the door. And we'll stop by... There's no reading desks in here, is there? Ah, there is in the other room. Because the book's more important to us. I am going to stop in this room. The army base stew is about to come stale. But I don't need 7.2 yet, so I'm not going to do it. It will be stale next turn, but that's fine. Because of the vegetarian bonus, it will still give us morale. And I'm going to stop here for the night. And I'm going to bring you back at 6 o'clock in the morning, unless something happens throughout the night. Okay, I'm just bringing you back. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. And we've finished the improvised attack book. So now we have 4 out of 4 skill in the improvised attack, so that's 25% more damage on our weapons. We don't have a lot else on us to read. I should have bought a second book. We want to be leaving out here because it's the closest one in the morning. So let's get there ready. I need to use 4 AP. You're 93 and you're 93. I'll take you back up to 100. And we get 13. I am risking going out to the car already. I don't normally do this. There is a zombie there, that's fine. We'll take him out, helmeted zombie. And we don't mind if this axe breaks, because it's not one of our good ones. I will go and collect that wood glue. We've just had a ping that there's another zombie over this side. Hopefully he can't get to me. We're going to get 12.7 next turn. I think I might just take a 1.5 energy just to keep our energy up. Just make sure I replenish it so I don't forget about it. Can we eat our food? Yes, we can. Got 5 more in there to eat in the next 3 days. Because each one's 72, I'll be needing to use 740. Just short of 4 in a day, so these will be eaten long before it. The meat is about to become rotten, so I'm just going to dump that on the floor. I'm not going to rush to cook anything else anytime soon. Was there anything else in the car that needs to be eaten? 29 on a banana, I'll probably take that out. 19 on the bread, I'll take that out. We'll eat them next. 40s on everything else. That's good for a couple of days. And I just want to have a look how many more repair kits I can make. I've got 6 tapes, so I could make another 6. What was the makeshift armor we was making? Any book and 1 tape. So it might be worth keeping a couple of books aside and make a couple of spare makeshift armors. Because that can avoid an attack off a zombie. So we're going to get 13. So I'm just going to use 4 AP. And we need a new book, we said. So what was the next most priority book we've got here? Probably going back to the... actually combat stat would be nice. No, we'll do clean attack. A little less durability loss on our weapons. And then we should be as close to 20 next turn. And hopefully nobody comes up into our face. Because we're going to have a nice big fight with the 4th fortified ace we've come across. And as you see now, because we've got 4 levels in cold adaptation, it's -5 basically, and we're not getting the cold debuff. And our gear is pretty good, so we're getting 1.36, 8.4 off our gear as well. And none of this gives me temperature bonuses. No. Okay, let's go back to the fortified house and let's continue the fight we started on the previous day. And if my maths worked out right, then we should have enough fuel. But there is a good chance of us finding fuel here. Okay, that's funny because it's all covered up again. There's a door open down here, so there's my way in. Oh no, somebody's died. Because those are the loot off the survivors. So in that case, I'm going to close the door and start looting. We'll take a couple extra Bibles because we just said we can make makeshift armor with any books. Scrap, we'll take that. Drugs. Got 8.2. What am I gaining? 11, 19, 20.1. That's good enough. We'll be on 20 AP the next turn. Our food is... Which ones we're going to be using next? 6 satiety, so I need to get down to about 24. These don't give hydration, so I can just drink normal water. And we've got 20 AP, so let's go and see if there's anybody else. Okay. It looks like they've all gone out and died. He's died, he's died. Always take beers and needles, those are very good. Well, it's all very good, to be honest, there. Don't need sailing manuals. Keepsake collector. Yeah, we'll take any books we haven't got. And we'll close the doors up just for now. Yeah, it's closed and covered. Just so I can loot inside and then we'll go around the outside later. Don't need any of that except for ammo. Don't need any more gloves. We've got loads of them and we'll only take gear if it's very high. We'll take the machetes because I can just make them into machete spears. Yeah, 2 there, 3 there, and my guess is they've opened up something at the top as well. Nothing useful there. We've done all that. We haven't done this room here, have we? Oh no, we did that because that was where we come in. So let's get some AP before we start moving. Because there could still be more people here. There's somebody outside. Okay, level up. Well, we was talking about we need another cat's eyes. So that would be a good one to take. Pathfinder, as soon as you get a car, you don't cost AP to travel from one zone to another. So that's not needed in the run style I've got on this one. Familiar hunger, normally that would be really important because food's a struggle. But because I'm doing it as a solo character and we're exploring a lot of tiles, we don't need the familiar hunger. So yeah, cat's eyes is a very good choice there. A dexterity book is no good to us because we're already full on dexterity. We'll take the Pathfinder books and the sharp ears. Because although it's not good skills, if we've got nothing to learn, I will learn them. It would be really nice if by the end of this run, we've got all skills maxed. I don't know if it's going to be possible, but it would be nice. I don't think there's any achievement for that, and all that's very low, so I don't need any of that stuff. So what am I gaining? 11.6 on the next. I think we can use the bread now, can't we? No, next turn. There is a door there, so let's go over and close it. We know the zombie's still outside, and these doors have like 50 HP on, so I'm not getting through them anytime soon. Very good loot. And we haven't even gone and checked the bodies. We've got enough blankets. And that is a really good way to do the zones by the looks of it. Go in, shoot them. Shoot a window. Go in and leave the zone. And let the zombies fight them. Bit of a cheesy way, to be honest. And nothing else I need there. So I'm going to go up to the door. Pass the turn. We'll eat that food, what we need to eat, before it goes off. And then we'll eat the banana next. So we'll go down to about 26 satiety before I'll have that. So I can drink some water in the meantime. Got 13 AP, so whatever's outside I'm good to do. I'll go up and get that soft drink because that's good. Do I want to get the bird? Possibly. These are the weak axes still, yeah. And I don't know why I call them weak axes because they're not really that weak. So that bird had one day and 19 hours, was it? Yeah, 1 day and 19 hours before rotten, so I can just deal with it in a day's time. Gives the meat a little longer to last. Not going to go out my way for that one stick. And we want to go down there next turn, but I need AP. Because of all these died down here, there's a good chance there's a big congregation of zombies down here. But going here should uncover all this. Okay, nobody in the immediate vicinity. That's a surprise I was expecting. We could do some cooking with the meats. Actually, no, I'm going to leave it. Don't need to desperately do it. Bullets always take. Those are machete spears. Always take axes because we're using them. Don't need that. Batteries are always good. We've already got the duffel bags. I will take that because I don't know if the one we've got is high. We do have 20 on bags, so I'm actually going to put that on. Back down to 1.6 AP. And we've got another gas can. I did say there was a good chance of gas cans from these. And let's get some AP before we move. We could have done with taking that flag out the car, or have we still got some on us? Oh no, we still got some. So if we go to here, if we don't see a zombie, we should be able to drop the flag here. For this ending, I don't think you need to drop it at these zones, but I'm still doing it for roleplay. Fish fillets, you can eat that without it. So if you can fillet fishes, and they do have a condition bar, but they don't ever give you diseases. Hamburgers, we got the last time we did one of these. Sleeping pills I don't need. Thinking just getting rid of the weak stuff now. Yeah, I'm going to start dumping the weak stuff. And then if we ever start getting in a situation where we start getting low of it. And yeah, another 100 bullets there. We've got 200 in the car already. Shovels. No, I'm going to leave it. Don't need that. We've got quite a few novels, so we don't need that. Crafting cigarettes are always good. Up to 1.7 AP. I think I am going to have to keep a duffel bag on me when we're doing these zones, because there's just so much loot to get. More stuff. So what are we looking for on the next one? It was 4, so we need 2 more turns. I will take that because it's got a really good charge on it. I think I've got enough kitchen knives that I don't need to worry about that. Antidepressants I'll take. I'll ignore the weak. Don't need them. Always going to take tape and cloth. And nothing new on there. I did say jackets I would only take if it's very high. We've already got 2 high on us, so I don't need that. Just nice when you're in the situation where you can be a little selective. What am we getting next turn? 12. Okay, I'm not getting a ping that there's another zombie around here. So that's good. Just going to eat that lettuce now. It's only got 10 turns on it. Sleeping pills, I'm not taking. Normal medicine, I will. Machetes, I will. Do I need to take steel pipes? I don't think I do. I think I'll start dumping them. Take the parts for the moment until I see what I've got in the car. We've got enough pillars already in there. Lantern with 0 charges we'll ignore. Always take ammos. And I think I'm happy with all that stuff. Not going out the way for that. And then there's another one here. So there was 1, 2, 3, 4. And I think there was one up here. So that's 5 survivors in this one. Which was the same as the last one. Another emergency drinking water. So we can start taking that instead of normal water. And these food are just fantastic because they don't have condition bars on. And I'll always take the adrenaline shots. Another free axe. Very high denim, but again, I only think denim's coming very high. I don't think I've seen anything less than that. And I'm happy to ignore the rest. Get some AP, come up to the car, and then we can go on to the next tile. Do need to fill up the car. So what's in the car at the moment? 19. And then I want to see how much it takes us to get to the gas station now. 23.2 to that one. 23.2 to that one. So we're exactly in the middle. So we are actually getting into a situation where this gas station is going to be better than this gas station to use. We've got enough time to clear it out. And then use that gas station to come down and clear all this on the following day. And then we can always use that gas station when we come and do this side over here. Yeah, this is the one we're going to be doing. So I need 23 fuel in the car. Now we can stop at any zone. So if we look at the car again and go to the gas station, any zone it's pointing at. So this house here and this house here we could actually do, and that restaurant on the way back, and it's no detour. We could even possibly go to this hardware store with the fuel we've got on us. It would be an extra 2.7, is it? No, an extra 2.9. We've currently got 1.8 extra in the car. And we do have some fuel tanks. Let's just put all our stuff away and then I'll bring you back. Okay, welcome back. I managed to do a bit of sorting into the car. So the car, we've got about 70 odd kilos in there. Chucked a lot of the extra gun sights away. So if you look on the floor here. Chucked all the weak medicine away now, we just don't need it. Again, the only way 0.1, but that's 1.4 kilo, 1.6, 1.2. It all adds up. Got rid of all the steel pipes, some spare knives we're not using, and a lot of duplicates of the gun parts we've got as well. And we chucked the Bibles away, because what we can do to make the makeshift armors, we can just use the novels once we've used them down. We have got a little bit more weight on us than usual, because I've set up 5 Molotovs with all that rubbing alcohol we've got. Even though I've set up that 5 there, we still have another 17 rubbing alcohol we can use. It'll be one of those with that. And what we've been using is the wine bottles, because they are quite heavy at 0.6. These are only 0.2. So I've made all them into a Molotov. It will reduce the weight once it's a Molotov. Have some fun with them on one of the tiles. Especially in probably the next time we go around a dangerous zone. And we're ready to leave. Car's full up. So as I say, we're going to go up to this gas station now, so we go into new territory. Actually, this will work the same. Because from this house, it's 1, 2, 3 tiles. And from here, it's only 1, 2, 3. So I can cut round the back here. So we'll pop over to the church. I don't think we've been to here, but I can't remember. No, we definitely haven't been because it's all dark. So immediately we've got a bit of AP, but we've got a guy in front of us. We've got some terrible axes we're using at the moment. Very low and low. Let's get rid of the low one. Weak vitamins and rags I'm not going to go and pick up. And let's get some AP before we go into the next turn. There was another zombie to the down the bottom here. We've got 3 hours, so being as though we want to try and clear this. Don't think he can get to us, but we'll have to just be a bit careful on that one. So let's just use the weakest 4.5. Get rid of some of these weak spears. So can you get to us? Yes, if I move to that tile. What's on there? Weak antidepressant. I'm happy to leave all that. Flashlight and rag, yeah. Don't need any of that. Let's pass a turn. Let's pay attention to the food we've got on us at the moment. So we've got 9 turns on that. That is stale. That will become stale soon. So that's really the one I want to eat first for 4. Let's just get out the way. We want to wait for our water to get down to 8 before we use one of those. These are stale as well. That is still fresh. So that will have a little longer than these. We're up to 18 AP now. So let's go around the outside. Some more combat. You're probably spear territory. In that case, if we go here, take the big guy out. Let's just get rid of that axe. Even the weakest axes now are doing 9 damage as a minimum. Even more in a crit. And we might as well just do an axe on you. We've got time and we can pick up the loot. Laser sight. I'll take it back because I can't remember what I've got of everything. And we'll get some AP before we move. Hour to sunset. The back is here clear. This is the room where we end up going to be staying in. So let's go to this. There is a big guy over there, police officer. Where can you get to? If I can get there, I'll be happy. In that case, I want to close the window. Just an early warning sign, and then we want to go in range where he can go to, but not hit me. So he can see me there, but he can't hit me. Is that a dead rat on the floor? Might have a look and see what the condition is, because we will have to possibly do some cooking on this day. We've got some things that need to be used. What about... Oh, this is a medium. It isn't even one of mine. But it still does 11 on a medium. So that's fine. Scrap, plastic. There's enough good stuff there that I want to go and collect it. And then we want to come down to this door and we're going to be bedding in here tonight. Shouldn't be anybody here because we've just walked past the outside and didn't see anybody. I should have closed the door when I was there. That was a bit of wasted AP. We'll pick up the plank just in case we need to repair something. 15 on the door, 15 on the door, 16 and an 8. I'll go and repair that window in a minute. Just the tape. And some more meat. We'll take it because we are about to do cooking, possibly. And we just take the pasta. So, same as usual. Did I take a book with me? I think I did. Yeah, we've got 2 books on us. I think I might do the sharp ears. The less chance of them detecting me in buildings would be better. Then I don't have to fight throughout the night. Bring you back in the morning unless something happens. And I'll just do my usual crafting, repairing, and reading books. Okay, welcome back everyone. It's 6 o'clock in the morning. Remington is up. He's managed to craft overnight some more flags. And he's crafted all them Molotovs as well. Reduce the weight down a little bit with those. He's at the door ready, so we're ready to pass the turn. It's going to be 7 o'clock and it will be light. Now, we don't search all the pews in here. They just aren't worth it. This is worth checking. Yeah, an axe, that's fine. We'll go over and collect the rat. See what the duration is. There is a zombie out there. Main interested in is clearing this area, and if there's no zombies near us, then we can drop the flag and move off the tile. It is negative 5.7 at the moment, and again, we aren't getting the negative cold debuff, so that's good. What was that doing? Rotten in how long? 5 hours. In that case, I'm just going to cut it down now. Because I'm going to forget otherwise. So we've got 2 sets of meat on us at the moment. 21 and 27 hours. So at some point today, before the nightfall, I do want to get another meal done. Now, we're waiting for our satiety to drop to 14 before I have the hamburger. And then we'll use the army stew after that. We don't need to do more than 1 set of meal. So we just want to do 1 meal that's going to include those. Probably another army base stew would be a good one. But again, those are quite filling, so I might go something a little lower tier than the army base stew. Put some vegetables in there so we get the big morale bonus off it as well. We'll come up to this door here. We're not going to overcap on AP, so I'm just going to pass the turn. We've uncovered everything. Will it allow me to put the flag down? Nice. I will go to this spot and then we can pick up the scrap at the same time. Just store anything that I didn't need. We're not going to be using the Molotovs right yet. I think I'll keep 1 on me. And we managed to get 220 out of 300 pages on the sharp ears. So tonight we can finish that and then get started on clean attack. We did take our bullets down to 44. I got 300 bullets in the car. So again, at this point I could just use nothing but the rifle. And we can have that emergency drinking water. And that fills up our hydration. We've got no drugs going on at the moment, but we can do one for morale later if we need to. 11 AP. Let's get to the next zone. So we're currently down here. We worked out we could do hardware, house, and the restaurant before we need to get to the gas station. So, hardware store it is. So immediately I've got a guy over here. And that's the only one I can see in my vicinity. So let's go and take him out. Just make sure you were using the very low axe first. Could have done without that miss. And 2.6 left. Probably knife. Don't need to stop for that. Let's get some AP before we move on. And I think our satiety, we said we needed to drop to 14. I've got 7 more turns. Again, I could wait for that to get stale. And eat these instead, because these are already stale. Yeah, I think that's a better idea. Because those are giving me a nice bit of morale as well. There is a zombie that's just pinged at the top there. We'll go around the outside, clear the... I think I'm going to move to that slot and then I can get both of them. 6.1, weak axe. 5.3, yeah, just kill them with these axes. These aren't my axes, are crafted. And let's wait for AP before we move. Another zombie up the top here at the zone point. 3.1. I think a knife can take you out now because we've got all these bonuses. And I am going to go into that spot just to stop people from zoning in. Don't need 2 time scopes. I've got 8 time scopes in the car. Did have a little extra AP I should have used then. Nothing down there. Street map there. Let's go to that square. Okay, fairly quiet zone this one. And let's move there. I've still got 9 to retract if I need to. And then let's go there. Okay, so all we need to do is go in the building. There is a door up here. We'll go back to the door. Enter like civilized people. And again, these are away from dangerous zones. So they do tend to be a bit less on the zombies. We can force the door open. We'll just do it with the lockpick. We could make a load of lockpicks because we've got loads of spare steel. I don't want the pan. Extra light is always good. Tony had 1 charge in there though. Soft drink, don't need the rest. And we've chucked all the steel pipes, so we don't need those. Let's get some AP. And we need to drop down to 7.2 before we have that, so next turn we can eat it. Not getting any pings of any zombies anywhere, so we can move up to here and search this. Map fragment. None of those have been giving me anything. Let's take the hammer for the moment and check it against ours. 8% high, let's just chuck that on the floor. Some more fresh fish fillets. Still has 28 turns, so I don't need to eat them yet. And it was next turn for the food. I'm going to pass the turn, and then we can get our food sorted. Hydration, we might as well top it up. I am considering doing the cooking here before we leave this tile. 14 hours, it's going to take us another 2 or 3 hours to clear this, and then we will be into night. It might even be, at that point, worth doing the cooking now. $2.7 to either one. Let's go here so we get visibility. And yeah, I think I might just do some cooking now. Okay, what can we cook? Probably the... Actually, I can do the army base stew. But we do know that's really, really good. It gives me morale. It does give a combat bonus for 6 hours after you cook it. But I never even eat it that fast. It is only the canned ham in there. Let's have a look at what the bean recipes I can add in. I can add the meat into the beans. I am actually going to have to do 2 recipes. This gives a lot less satiety, so yeah. We'll do that one for 3 AP. And I'll do another beans one. Just because I want to get rid of these tomatoes before they go off. It's only giving us 21 turns, unfortunately. We put the meat in. And the next lowest one is a couple of carrots. We do have an apple there. We'll just end up eating the apple. Put salt and pepper in. That would just boost up the morale a little more. But we are going to break these into lower meals. And I think that's as much cooking as we need at the moment. Got rid of most of the items that was running a bit low on condition. So yeah, we've got loads of meals there. We will have to eat that one after we eat the stale meals up here. That will make 3 flags. and gives me enough left over to repair gear if I need to. Fire strength's 2, that's fine. We'll go in, close the door behind us. Okay, so where do we get to? We need to do that room and this room, and then we can drop a flag down in the morning. It's just no good cooking too close to the night. Don't think we're ever going to stay in here. Oh, the door's broken. It was pointless closing it. Take a plank just in case I need it. Let's come up and check this. And we're using these gloves for checking it. Oh, I didn't put the gloves on. I did click it, but he didn't put them on. Well, that was annoying. Yeah, I did click it to put it on. I think I left instead of right-clicked. Okay, in that case... Oh, we've got no antibiotics on us. We need to go back to the car. We could just sleep the disease off as well. That was annoying, being as though we actually got nothing off it. Fresh lettuce and scrap, we'll take that. Where's the door to go into the top? Is over here. So I need to get there for 10 AP. Bit of an unusual layout. I think we did say we needed to pick up a second pan, didn't we? Get some AP before we go through. And I think I might just go to sleep early, cover up the windows, go to sleep, get rid of that disease. So what do we need to eat? Apple's got 20, 43. So the lowest one is the apple. So I can eat that next turn without wasting anything. Immediately I just want to go right up to that corner and cover that window. The door doesn't have a massive amount on. I forgot to close the door. That door's okay. That window's got 12. I do want to reinforce that. Why I did pick up a couple of planks. 12, 16. I think I'm okay with that. Let's just search this room before we get to sleep. Pick up the pan and then we'll see which one. Intuition, that's very nice. Attacking zombies out of sight, I think it only becomes used for if you don't have cat eyes. So it won't be a priority to unlock. Whichever pan's the best we'll keep. That's low, that's high. So that one can go. Some more armor and some more steel. Take the vitamin drink. It is an eye wrench. I'll have a look at what we've got in the car. I'd rather keep eye and very high durability items. Weak medicine we no longer taking. Beer will, unless clothing's very high. We'll be leaving them behind. So yeah, immediately I think what I'm going to do is go into the sleep cycle. We've got enough down here to set up 3 more flags. Because a flag takes 3 rags, 10 thread and a stick. Because I've got my level 3 skill for the engineer. And I should have enough to do another. I'm a thread short because we put a rag on the window. Did we have anything? A cardigan. That will work. That should give me the missing rag. So yeah, we'll do the sleeping. We'll come back. We'll craft up them and then whatever's left over, read some books. Because we are nearly finished with sharp ears. It would be nice to finish that tonight. So let's go until disease is healed. And it's 3 o'clock in the morning. We have recovered from our disease. It took 6 hours for the disease to clear out of our system. And our energy and morale capped up, so I don't need to use that alcohol tonight. And we've just learnt sharp ears. Now, let's just remind myself what I needed for makeshift armour. Makeshift armour. It was a tape and a book. So I could keep that book and make it into the makeshift armour. What's a makeshift armour way? 0.5. No, I'll dump the book. We've got enough novels. We can just use the novels instead. So next one we're going to be learning is clean attack. We've still got another 4 hours until the sun comes up. So I'll bring you back up when the sun's up. Okay, it's 7 o'clock in the morning. We are on 20 AP and we're right at the door ready to leave. Hopefully there's no zombies coming. If there hasn't, then we can drop our flag down. And we did craft up some more, so we got another 3 there. It is cold. We are getting the cold debuff because now it's below -6. So another cold adaptation would be nice to save us having to put the 4th set of gear on, but I will put that on if I need to. And what would be the next book we would learn? Probably going back onto one of the stat books, I think. The agility stat would be the next one I would choose after that. And we only need 1 flag to carry on us. 8 more flags in the car ready. And this is all fresh still. Oh, actually, these are stale. Those went stale fast. 32 and 40 turns. So we might have a bit of wasted food, but it's fine. We've got enough food to last us. We don't need to worry about wasting food. And we need to put the antibiotics on us, which we've got 6 of them. Just in case we do a mishap with the... picking up a disease again. We want to top up our water bottle, so we've always got a full one on us. So we've got 14 AP. We've got enough to move straight onto the next tile. We've dropped our flag here. So I'm going to do the house and house, and then we'll avoid the railroad, go straight onto the restaurant. And this one, again, is one I haven't done because you can see all the black around it. If I've been there, all that's uncovered. Zombie immediately in front of me, so let's go and meet him. What's the knives doing now? 4 minimum. We'll use one of the weaker spears. 4.5, perfect. And I've got enough to go there just so I get visibility of what's about. There's a zombie up there. I just got heard a moan. And I'm going to move to that square there just to get more visibility while I take this guy out. I've got a really bad chance of not killing this, so I'm going to take it. There is a map fragment. I'm always going to take those or read them. Yeah, still not found anything for ages on those. And I can move up to here, get visibility around the top. He can't get to me. He can't get to me, so I'm happy where I am. And if they come up to me, that's fine. That saves me AP running after them. 7 is going to be the axes. And while I move to this square, then I can take the other one out. We are getting a little visibility in the buildings. 3.2. Knife's going to deal with that nice and easy. And I want to go on... What have you got? Helicopter manual and rags. There's a big guy up there I'm going to go and take out. And I did make sure I had enough AP left over if I needed to do fighting. Shotgun and rag I don't need to go out my way for. And there's another guy down there, but I don't have enough AP to get to him this turn. So if I go to this square here... Okay, we'll have to come back over here. I thought that zombie had gone for the door. Thought that was the door, but it's not. And this can be easily took out with the axes. Because it's not weak, I am going to go over and take it because we are using them morale drugs quite often. And energy drugs. The one thing of being careful is not to use... Actually, I'll use a morale. Is not to use too much because then it will stop me from using the adrenaline shots if I've got too much drugs in my system. So we've gone around the outside. It's nice and clear. We just need to clear this before we can drop a flag. And I need to cover that in the other room, so I still can't do the flag. Let's explore this house and let's move on to the next one. Compression bandages, I'll always take them. Because of the amount of times we just climb through windows. Fresh tomato we'll take. And another interesting book. We'll just put them in the car at this point. This time, make sure you're wearing your gloves. There, it's got the symbol on. I was just trying to rush it the last time and I didn't actually pay attention. Don't need the radio. Did I actually have a radio on me? I'm just going to use it. We haven't used it that often. So it's giving me some locations up by Terminus. Around the Terminus. So it just gives us a bit more visibility on the map. And I don't need the radio anymore. So if we look on the map, it's just uncovered a few things around it. Just saves us having to waste AP using the street map if we can get all the locations covered. So we've done the rotten corpse. We need to get our gloves back off because we're over encumbered. That's why I said we can't really use a fourth gear unless I take my duffel bag off. Okay, food. We are running a bit low, so we can eat that one now. And top up our hydration. And then the next food I'll be eating is the army base stews. Get them out the way before they become rotten. Let's go to that square. Yep, got two things down here. Weak, we're not taking, and I've got enough novels, so I don't need those. Rotten and sling bags, don't need either one. And let's come up to this door. We have already run round, so there shouldn't be too many zombies zoning in. Don't need any planks of wood, so let's go straight to the bench. Crafting books I've already got, and I'll always take antibiotics. Did miss a dresser there, we'll have to grab it on the way out. Yeah, I've got enough AP to... Oh, there's actually nothing in that room to search. So in that case, I'll go straight back to the one we've missed. And then we're ready to leave another tile. Wine always take, and thread I'll always take. 4.2, 4.2, doesn't really matter, let's go there. And then that should allow me to drop another flag. Always take another flag out with me ready. So 8 more crafted up ready. Dump off what we don't need. And we'll craft that up tonight. We haven't got a rush to do it now. Still got 8.9, so I think we've got enough. If we get everything out of the bag. Yeah, 1.4 is good. And we can go straight to the next house. And we'll probably have to bed down at this house. And then we can go to that gas station. We haven't been to these yet. Let's just go to the normal map because it will tell me if I've been to them. So yeah, we've not been to that. We've not been to that. We've not been to that. We've been there. We've been there. We've been there. But again, we have to top up our fuel because we are running a little low. Got 4.5 in cans. And 13 in the car. So I could detour one tile, but there's nothing really worth detouring. I could probably go to that house, then that restaurant, and do them two at the same time before I go up to the gas station. Because again, it's going to be fairly quick to come down here and do this. So yeah, let's go to the house. Nobody's immediately around me. There's a zombie ping at the top there. We've just heard his sound. I need to use 1 AP, otherwise I'm going to lose it. So let's just use it on the book. Now we've heard a door open. Zombies can't open doors. So that means there's possibly a pickpocket on the site. So if there's a pickpocket here, we've got our rifle. It is silenced. So I am going to get here as low AP as I can. So I'm going to go to that one for 4.9. It's a bandit. So I'm happy leaving them as they are. Zombie can weaken him. One at the top there that could get to me. Biger there for 3.8. I can take him out. get rid of this weak axe. I need 5.7. What's the spears doing now? 4.8 minimum. That's good. We could get rid of the medium armor, but just in case I need it tonight. I don't know why I've got a spanner on me. Just 3 damage. And we'll go and pick up the ramen. That's more stuff for the army base stew. So that bandit did take out the zombie and he dropped some glue down there, so that's nice. Blockage up there. Where's that going? To the railroad, that's fine. Doesn't really affect where we wanted to go. We can get to that house, then we can go to the restaurant and gas station. Got 7.4. Gonna pass one more turn, it's still light. Now the bandit is coming up to me. Ooh. Didn't make me bleed or anything. You can just give him stuff, but no. I'm guessing... It's something I've never really done, but I'm guessing it's going to be like the trade menu, where you've got to give him a certain value in goods. We're going to get a 100% chance to it doing 4.8, so it's going to take about 4 hits, maybe 5 if he misses. And we got him bleeding anyway. Okay, you come up and hit me, so hopefully, yeah, we didn't get the guilty, but I don't think we get the guilty with the bandits anyway. So rotten, we're not going to take. Potent won't take the weaks. We'll take the fighting knife that does more damage. I'm definitely taking the grenade. And any of these very high. Denim jackets are always very high. Wow. Over 100 hours of gameplay. I've never come across a fire suit, and I've come across 2 in one run. We still haven't come across a tent at all in this run. And you consider the amount of tiles we've cleared. It's a bit astonishing. And we already know the recipe. So we want to enter inside. If I move down to here, we'll try and uncover some of this area. Dead rabbit and the wood glue we'll collect in the morning because it is about to go dark. And where do we want to go? We'll go straight to there because we know we can loot it. No zombies in here. I think if there would have been a zombie, it would have gone and took the bandit out. We'll search this. We'll search that, and then we'll stop in there overnight. Just because this has too many windows to cover up. And there's nowhere I can go in here where I wouldn't have visibility on us. Even though it has got the couch, it's just not worth the hassle. And we've just been round that side, so it should be fairly clear still. Don't need another set of knit gloves, so I'm good. And we'll wait for some AP before we go in there. To the furthest one first. Compression, don't need that. And we take a fresh orange. We will close the door behind us, it gives us an early warning. And same with this. We do want to get up to that window and cover it as soon as possible, because there is a zone point up here. Yeah, somebody's just come on the zone point. Do you know, I'm just going to take it out with the gun and start using some of these bullets. Build up some proficiency, because at the moment, I don't think... We've only got a 7% proficiency on this. Street map and a rag, don't need them. Let's come back in. Cover the window on the next turn. Couple of things to check. They should give us food. Rotten milk, we'll ignore. And weak, we'll ignore. So yeah, there's not a lot we can do at the night time at the moment. I don't know when the nights start drawing out. We are on day 50 at the moment. So we're about halfway complete on the map. But again, it is getting faster to go through the zones. Now we haven't got to worry about food and water and weapons. But yeah, I'm going to go for my note cycle, craft a couple of things, read some books, and I'll bring you back in the morning. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. Remington is already up. He's had his sleep. His energy and morale is maxed up. We've got 8 turns on that food, so we might as well eat it. We didn't craft that up, so let's craft it up now. We did nearly finish the clean attack book, so this is going to be the first of 5 clean attacks. And he can start working. I'm happy for him to spend all his AP on this turn. Next turn, we want to get down towards the car. I think we might just get for that window. Okay, I'm not getting any zombie moans around here, so I think we should be good stopping here. And we're not going to overcap our AP on the next turn, so... And now it's daytime. We can... We do actually, if I thought about it, I wanted to come down here and collect that stuff. So we will go and do that now. And then tomorrow night, I'll probably want to be repairing my gear up because I haven't done that for a few days. 6.6 to there, 5.6 to there. So let's go there. We did have some rabbits down here. Did we actually do it? No, it's rotten, so we'll have to chuck that away. I remembered last night, I thought, didn't we put a bird in the... So that's going to be rotten in nearly 2 days, so that can go into the car. I don't need to worry about that anytime soon. So let's go and drop a flag down. There were zombies in the place. Ah, there's one up there I didn't see. 3.3 to get there. I can't do much about him, but he can get to me. So let's move over to here. Because he can't get to that square. 3.6 is the closest. Let's take him out. Just going to use the gun a little bit. Scrap metal I don't need. Can you put the flag down now? But I do want to wait a turn because 4.2 is too low to get through to another zone. We have got a cold debuff on, but it is -5. And let's grab another flag to store on us. Could do with putting a couple of sticks on us. We don't have one. We'll have to break down some planks. And let's drive to the next zone. So the next zone we're going to be doing is the house. Just in case it was a fortified house. There is a zombie there, so it's a good job I had AP. And there is another blockage. It's going to take 2 hits with that, so bin zone next year I'm going to use an axe. Powder milk and a rag. I don't really need to go out to the way. There is a zombie there. I'm just listening for the little pings. There's one in the house over here. As we was walking past, I seen it pop up. Only 2.5. We can just use the weakest of the knives. Don't need a kitchen knife. Fighting knives are the ones I'm really using. Kitchen knives I just use for like butchery. But I can just use the fighting knives for those. How much AP am I getting? I'm not going to overcap, so I'm okay to stop where I am. Now, where's that blockage going to? Oh, it's going to the restaurant where I was going to go to next. So, yeah, we'll go to the gas station after this. Secure that. 3.3, 2.9, we'll go there. And that's weak enough to take out with a knife. Weak vitamins we're not going to go out the way for. Just nice when you can be very selective. 3.6 and I've got enough to take him out as well. Need to use a bit better than that. We just use the axe. Food that doesn't have a condition bar, I will always take. You can get to me, so I need to move 1 square across. And there's another one down here I've just heard as well. I did really want him to see me and come to me. Okay, in that case, we'll go up to the window. There's one up here I just heard the sound for, and then we know about these. So there's actually 3. This is something you don't see very often, is generators at houses. Now, you could do that, and I'm pretty certain it will keep your food if you have a refrigerator. But there's no way to build your own refrigerators, even if you have all the material. If you break that down and get the material, you can't rebuild it. Which is something I would like in the game. It would be nice to be able to make your own base and make your own couple of refrigerators, keep your food in there, or maybe a freezer. We can use the weakest knife to take you out. Okay, let's check movements. You can get to me. And there's another one here, so I might have to back off just to be on the safe side. So I'd need to back up to that tile there, or I'd need to go into the house, into that tile there. I'm thinking going into the house, because I'm going in there anyway. Just make sure it hasn't changed. I could go there for 4.6 and back off to there. And still search it. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I just don't want to waste turns. We'll definitely take the tape. We'll definitely take the potent. So move back 1 square to there, and then he's going to come up to my face. And then we just got to hope this guy down here doesn't have a massive amount of movement. Okay, so we want to use something a bit competent. And I'm okay with this one breaking. So down to 1, let's use the weakest of the knives I've got on me. Do I want to pick up the plank? Yes. Okay, army base stew's about to rot. So it's either eat it now or waste it. So let's just eat it. It'll give me the morale boost at least. And I've got 3 before that becomes stale. Okay, so that hasn't lasted as long as I thought it was going to. If that's the case, I'm just going to have 2 now. And just build up my morale with it. Just so it's just... I'm only going to throw it on the floor otherwise. Don't need hydration. And everything else is good. Now, we have picked up a sprain I didn't notice. We've got loads of compression bandages in the car. So, yeah, let's just clear that. He did drop a grenade, so I am definitely going to be taking that. Got 6.9. I do need to uncover a lot of that area down there. He can't get to me here. So I think I'm just going to pass a turn and then go out and fight all them next turn because I need to uncover all this anyway. Let's go there because I can see sound either top and bottom. Okay, so what have we got? Morale decrease might actually be useful out of the 3 there. Survival cooking, again, our food goes off before I can eat it. Intuition's not useful. So yeah, I'm going to take the strong spirit. And then we can take him out with a knife. You're 6.7, so we'll take you out with the axe. That will break that axe. It's not one of mine. And let's come on to that square just to get visibility. We can go up to there. 3.6, 3.2. Let's go the cheapest. And let's just break this axe. Oh, it's still not broke. Free energy drink, definitely taking. And we've had all the food on us. There might be some rotten stuff in the car we might need to get rid of. Let's get some AP before we move on next. So the only bit we need to uncover is the stuff in the house now. We might have to do the gas. There is somebody there, so we have to be a bit careful. Force it open with the fire axe. And a big mighty zombie. Okay, we managed to get a crit, which is good, because I didn't pick up the other axe out the car I was going to. So what's in here to do? We've done that already. So we'll go to that square, pick it up, and close the door behind us. So I'm not certain if I've got to sleep here. Don't need the rifle, don't need the guidebook. It's not showing on that screen that I've got it, but that's fine. Where is this? Okay, so this gas station isn't near a dangerous place, so it shouldn't be overrun. I'm thinking about doing some night combat up there. And an energy saver book. That ain't too bad. Just have to sleep less then. We've got one little room left. Let's just pick up the machete because they are going to be useful as soon as we break these spears. Tell I've already got some. We'll just pick up the clean water. Got no food on me, but we might as well just drink the water. And we'll go up to the door. I mean, the sensible thing would be to sleep here. Because by the time I've got to the car, I'm going to have to wait one turn. Let's see if we can drop the flag down at least. What's the cheapest to get to the car? 7.7. Bit of a dangerous one going this far into blindness, but we have just cleared this. That ain't too bad. Okay, is there anything in the car that's rotten? Yeah, all them baked beans are rotten now, unfortunately. Okay, let's go to a gas station. Immediately I've got some people around me, so I'm going to go right in the middle of them and take them out. Need to pay attention to everybody's movement, so he can still get to me. He can't. And we are going to have to use our torch. I think I've only got one with me. 2 times it can be used, that's fine. So let's take out the big one by me at the moment, the officer. Ah. I forgot to pick up the other axe. I got lucky with that one. Who's the one with the big movement? It's you, isn't he? You're probably the most dangerous. I've only got a 50% attack. That's why I'm missing so much. I'm happy with that if he comes to me. We've cleaned it up a bit. I will need to go and pick up my axe. So I should have 3. We'll use the I one. Get these out. So I need to see where everybody is. So there's one here. He's the one with a lot of movement, and I don't know what your movement's like. So let's go there. We did say about putting the light on, didn't we? And I should have picked up another one while I was there. What are you with the gun? 68. I'm willing to take those. Okay, 2's coming into me. He's got a lot of movement that's coming. Luckily, he couldn't attack me. And this is the difference with the night eyes now. We've got 2. Instead of having the cross, we've got a full square. Then when we get the next one, we get a little bit more. So then night combat becomes a lot easier. Let's turn this lantern on. And then see if we can get him with the gun. Just clears up the area, and we got another grenade drop there. And weak vitamins I don't want. There's a blockage to the side, so that's good for us. So that means nobody's going to flood in from the police station. Could do with doing a search around here in the morning just to make sure there's nothing in between these. Okay, there was something I needed to grab out the car. It was another lantern, wasn't it? That's broken, that's broken. So I've got one with 0 turns there and one with 4. So let's take the 4 and then we'll have to start charging them after that. So in that case, let's take all the batteries with me. Now 4 batteries is more than enough. And I think we're good on everything else. Put the grenade away. I'm not going to use that tonight. Just making sure I'm not missing anything else. No, that's good. So we did some good work here. We could go and fill up the tanks tonight, but I think I'm just going to secure the building. So if I've got to secure it, I'm seeing some broken windows. So let's just take a couple of planks with me. Got no AP to do anything, so I need AP. And another big guy coming in from nowhere. Luckily, again, I got lucky where he couldn't attack me. Yeah, minimum of 11.4 damage on this now. Very nice. And we'll come and clear all this stuff up in the morning and have a look at it. Let's get our lantern back on. Well, that one's finished, so that can go. So I think I want to go and deal with the back room first. So there is another zombie out there. I've seen him as I've walked through the window, so he sees me down here, not where I am. That window's open, but it isn't damaged. So there is another zombie up here. I've just saw a little red ping. And there's another zombie over here as well. So we've still got some combat to do before we can rest for the night. Only 4 can the knife take that. It can. Nice and easy. I am going to have to put my lantern on again. And I think I am going to charge it up with some batteries so we can use it 4 turns again. Got to go out there for that 1 square, so I might as well collect the goods. And then I want to come and have a look what this guy is. Instead of running to him, can I just use my gun to make it quick? It would be 2 hits. Okay, that's not good. I didn't check his movement range, so I got a little lucky on that. There is 2. So in that case, I am moving to him and I'm not going to rely on a gun. So, good axe for you. And you've only got 0.4, so weak knife for you. We'll go and have a look what that book is he's dropped. Cold adaptation, that would be the final rank we need. So that might be one of the best ones to do. I need to get over there, so I need AP. There is somebody there, so let's go and take him out. And where is he? Is he here? In that case, I'm going to stay where I am and just hope he hasn't got the movement to get to me. Now, I'm not getting any pings anywhere else. So I think we might be good. I will repair this window. But I think we've done some good work round here. That window's got 13, so I will put a repair. And that's got 20, this has got 7, so I'll repair that up. Brilliant. Pick up a spare plank bin, so we've just used 3 or 4 of them. We could probably start taking some flashlights. They aren't as good as ours. It's got no charge on, if they had charge on. I think I'm just going to stay up here for tonight. We've done good work to clear everything. We just need to have a look at our stuff now because we are looking pretty bad. So I can gain 0.9 morale from each of these, so I might just eat them even though otherwise by the time I wake up in the morning I'm going to be stale. I could set my alarm clock for 4 hours because this is going to last 5. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Set my alarm clock for 4 hours. I'll get up and eat that in the morning. And I think I am going to prioritise cold adaptation over the other books. And I think that is a good place to call it for this episode. We've got a lot of achieved. We're about to secure our second gas station. We've got a good amount of covered, so pretty much anything in this corner here is all covered now. So that's a quarter of the map down there done. And we've already done a good proportion over here. So we're in the morning, we're going to get the car filled up. Once we've got it done, we're going to immediately go to the furthest zones. So we have done that fortified house, even though it doesn't show it. So we've got 1, 2, 3 we've already been to, so those should be fairly quick to jump in. As long as there's no zombies, drop a flag, move to the next one. That's what I'm hoping. This one we've been to as well, so again, that's 4 quick ones. We haven't been to the library, the electronic store, and then we'll come up to the restaurant, do what we can round here before we have to go back to the gas station and fill up. But we have a lot of fuel tanks now in the car, and that's going to give us more freedom to do what we want. I think we could probably clear everything save for the map in the next episode, maybe 2 episodes. Depends on if we have to fight at these or not. But yeah, great place to call it. Thank you everybody for watching the series, and I'll be seeing you all in the next episode.